A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there were two dominant powers continuously fighting a fierce war with one another. Well, I don't know whether it's all true or not, and honestly, I really don't care.
This is Ashley with Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Star Wars references in anime.
気をつけてな。大丈夫です。この時間、ほよよ娘は学校ですから。
スター・ウォーズは名前は知ってるよ。宇宙で戦うやつでしょ。
The materialistic. I want all the mushrooms of fangirl Susie.
For this list, we're going to be looking over the times that the legendary sci-fi saga somehow slipped its way into anime. You know, before Star Wars actually became an anime. Did we miss any Force-sensitive examples? Channel your inner Palpatine in the comments below. And as always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which anime list you want to see next. Number 10, the poster. Pokemon Sun and Moon. I mean, they were both chosen ones and have absentee fathers, so why shouldn't Ash be able to pull off a decent Luke Skywalker? While out on his Alola travels, Ash and the gang partake in a Pokemon school play. Shenanigans soon follow, as to be expected.
Oh, so this is the staff of Alola!
But what really sells the whole thing is when Rotom announces the follow-up to his theatrical magnum opus, including promotional posters. Which of course mirrors the one from A New Hope. Wait, does that mean Pikachu is going to be playing Leia?
Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder!
Number 9, Destroyer, Konosuba. This is kinda genius. As opposed to all the other in-your-face Star Wars references, this one is far more subtle, which is crazy when you consider that this is Kazuma, Aqua, Megumin, and Darkness that we're talking about.
なんだよこれ。デストロイヤーって何なんだよ。
デストロイヤーはデストロイヤーだ。大きくて高速移動する要塞だ。
わしゃわしゃ動いて全てを蹂躙する子供たちに妙に人気のあるやつです。
While discussing a possible contract, the girls describe the nature of the so-called destroyer, and it starts to sound frighteningly familiar to an AT-AT. If that wasn't enough, if you pick your ears up, you can actually hear an off-kilter version of the Imperial March playing in the background.
デストロイヤーはデストロイヤーだ。大きくて高速移動する要塞だ。
Number 8, Opening, Dagashi Kashi. Sometimes a slice of life has to put all their action in their opening. While mainly focused on the relationship between the heirs to two family legacies centered around candy, the opening animation decided to take a more cinematic approach to things by filling it with references to Western movies. The Matrix, Indiana Jones, and of course, Star Wars. In this instance, Kokonatsu battling his father a la Empire Strikes Back. Guess his refusal to take over the family business really fractured their relationship. Number 7, another poster, Asobi Asobase. Anything these girls touch turns to hilarious, vulgar gold, so you'd expect them slipping in a Star Wars reference is just about as outrageous as you'd expect.
レバーみたいなの握って「いきまーす!」って叫んでればそれっぽく見えますって。なんかもうその発言かすみさんが一番 SF バカにしてない。
Whilst designing their own movie, the infamous trio settle on making a sci-fi, and it pretty much goes downhill from there. The only thing funnier than their attempt, and tossing in the same poster as A New Hope, is that they also tried to use it as a springboard to land themselves a Season 2.
ねえねえ、ポスターこんな感じにしてみたけど、どう？バッチリです！
It was about as successful as you would expect. Number 6, Opening again, Princess Jellyfish. Apparently Star Wars and slice-of-life shows featuring adorable female characters go hand in hand. Dedicating a large portion of the opening to a parody of the sci-fi superstar, we see Tsukimi and her fellow NEETs all bundled together in the Millennium Falcon. Not sure why they cast Tsukimi as R2-D2, but we have to admit Kuranosuke sure makes for the ultimate pretty boy version of Luke. You have to love how instead of the Death Star, they're trying to blast away their own insecurities and crushing fear of the outside world. Number 5, Shin Wars, Crayon Shin-chan. Because of course this little troublemaker had an entire episode parodying Star Wars, and it's filled with about as many butt-related gags as you could expect. Honestly, this is the most graphically lewd version you're ever likely to find. What with Jedi being swapped for hentai, full-on drug endorsements,
just say yes to drugs!
And of course, using their lightsabers between their legs like, well, you get the imagery.
My life got so big, so long, and so yellow, there's nothing my life I can't do.
In all honesty, we're in favor of this episode being rebroadcast for every subsequent Star Wars day. Number 4, Various, Gintama. Much like everything else under the sun, Gintoki and the rest have no problem when it comes to going all in on making satire out of pop culture. Case in point, the times where they had to face off against the infamous Dark Vader, which is just a Sith Lord in a duck costume.
ベーダ教はその強さと謀略で元帥にまで成り上がった最強の蓮舫。
Or how about when a swordsman named Obi showed up and recounted his many intergalactic tales as a galaxy sword master?
まあどうせやったらそこでも剣術を学ぼうと修行するうちわしより強いやつがいなくなってしまって。
Seriously, between this and Gundam, it's a wonder they haven't been sued yet.
何も変わりはしない。地球の運命も貴様ら蓮舫の運命も。
Number 3, Droids, Transformers Victory. Finally, 3 of the most famous robots in all of nerdom, in cameo form at least. This anime spin-off to the much-beloved Generation 1 was certainly something, and while many may not look back on it as the greatest portrayal of the Autobots' ongoing battle against the Decepticons, they did slip in a few Easter eggs for those with eagle eyes. Ewoks, Jawas, even C-3PO and R2-D2 show up on screen for a brief time.
Graver is a member of the Space Energy Commission.
Meh. At least they'd make for better Cybertronian warriors than Starscream.
And he'll be quite alright, you'll see. Stupid little short circuit.
Number 2, Fever Dream Homage, Urusei Yatsura. Ever had one of those moments where you're so devastated that your life flashes before your eyes? Only instead of your life, it's a warped version of Return of the Jedi. After Lum reveals that she's planning on getting jiggy with Ataru, her personal god, somewhat lose their minds, and as a result we're greeted to a barrage of scenes taken right out of the final movie in the original trilogy. You'll never look at TIE Fighters or Admiral Akbar the same way ever again. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, so many, My Hero Academia. We get it, Horikoshi, you really love Star Wars. That being said, most of the time he's at least somewhat subtle when dropping the references, mostly in the form of naming various places after famous locations from the galaxy far, far away. Tatooine, Naboo, Alderaan, Dagobah, Hoth, Wookiees, they're littered everywhere. We're not buying into All for One being a Darth Vader ripoff, because that's a bit of a stretch. That being said, the anime certainly didn't shy away from dropping his most iconic line. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.